My man.
Whoa.
Man. How are you, man?
Look at the backdrop. You know what that means. I'm not at work.
Look at you. Days off. Days off. But hey, you know what this means there, FOMO? What's this mean? We are seeing it move, FOMO. And you know the national anthem, right? You know the national anthem.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Oh,
I love it.
No, don't be that last. Don't be that last person.
Nine-corner guy, but I love it.
No, welcome, man. Good to see you. I know we missed yesterday, but it was Valentine's Day. FOMO. It was a good day.
We were busy.
That's busy.
We were busy.
Busy. That's right. Got to recharge. Got to take care of the fam. Got to do some good things, right there, FOMO.
You know what I mean? Take a moment.
That's right. Take a moment. That's
Just
right.
a moment. Just like, hey, we're taking a day off. It's love day. I'm gonna love myself and stay off the show. That's
I'm gonna love myself.
I'm gonna love Hat Sack. Come on. I'm gonna
There
love
you go. That's right. I love it. Love it. Love
She's
it.
the
Hold on.
best. She's
Got
the
a bunch
best.
of people. It's awesome. Let me go through. We got some comments. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, missed you. But yeah, there you go. It was a good day. Hopefully everybody had a good time with their your loved one and stuff, and had kind of appreciated them.
That guy right there. That guy, man.
There it is, Jason Golly, on the edge of my seat. You the man. Good
You know
to see
who
you.
that guy
Jason.
was? That's the former number 15. We should
Oh.
call him that. Jason Golly, former number
The
15.
former number 15.
That's right. 15 doesn't exist anymore. Hey, that's the former number 15.
George, good to see you, crypto fam. Yeah.
Talk about a doghouse. That must be really nice doghouse. Oh, he worked late yesterday.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There
Well, that's how it goes.
You're providing. You're providing. Can't be that upset. You're providing.
I see Tim popped in. You popping up, Tim, or you just got some stuff back there, brother? All good, no matter what. Either all good. GM, fan.
Timmy's coming.
Michelle. Good to see you, Michelle. Yes, there you go. Hey, Tim. Good to see you,
Hey.
bro.
Timmy. What are you doing?
I had to fix up my name with my lightning bolt. You know, I was working on another channel, and I don't use the Be Social TV over there, so I use my regular legal corporate name, Tim Judge. So I had to put up the lightning bolts and the monster and all that kind of good stuff.
So that's interesting. Here, I have nothing, but when I'm at work, I have everything. I'm confused. Does it only work
It's
on
a different computer, right?
Yes.
There you go.
It's saved on that machine over there.
It's on that machine.
Hey, thank you.
It's all good. And that's cool. Look at Tim hopping from show to show. He's a show hopper.
He's a player.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful. Got real estate. Real estate, crypto. That's it. That's it. I'm loving it. That's
Sometimes we sleep.
Why are you in the doghouse, George? There you go.
No, it was late last night.
Yes. Hooray. Wise guys. Good to see you. So,
Is somebody not buy enough chocolates yesterday? They're in the doghouse already?
It is. George was talking about it. That's had late work. It's all good. What night out? Good to see you. Wise guys, alpha. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, we love it. Everyone, Dan, good to see you, brother. I know Dan's renewed, got some energy going. Hatsack, best hope around. There you go. Hey, wise guys, good to see you, Hatsack. M2 Nomers, let's go. That's it. Good evening, wise guys. Pie. There you go. Is that pie? Is that for Valentine's Day? I like Valentine's Day pie. Let's at LFG. Bob, good to see you, Bobby. Bitcoin, yes, it is. Night out. It's still up around 52. It's kind of crazy, and we're going to talk about that. Night out. It's kind of crazy.
Dude, it's humming. Got some things moving, but right now until April, I feel it's going to go like this.
Yeah, it's just bouncing around. I don't feel that. I
could go like this, and then like this, and then whoo.
I got some things to show you too, FOMO.
Oh, I got some things to show you too, Ray and Light.
I'm not sure if they're FOMO. Pump it up, wise guys. That's right. Hatsack, 100%. Happy Thursday. Good to see you, Steve. Thanks for sending good stuff over too, Steve. I know a lot of people. I do appreciate that. Right? We're gonna have some of the things Steve that sent over. Right?
Content, baby, content.
Content. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, decrypting chaos.
Yeah, decrypting chaos. I failed on that one. Great job.
I failed. That's all good. No worries. You know, could be any day. Richard Freitas, good to see you. Hello. Good to see you, brother. There you are. Pump it. Pump us up. That's right, Joe. Good to see you.
Joe,
Hope all is well. Doing well. You got the hands waving. Got all this stuff going. BTC. Yes. Richard Freitas. Yes. BTC. It is pumping, man. Happy Thursday. Let's go. KP Queen. Good to see you. Lou. There's a good to see you, Lou. Social and listening. Yeah. There's my man. Austin. Good to see you. Wise. That's right. Wise guys. Good to see you. Going to be doing some mobbing afterwards. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate Austin's morning shows. He's got some alpha in the mornings. And then AA after this, we get the mobbing. Good evening, Monster fan. Good to see you, Floor. And howdy. Good to see you, bro. There we go.
I don't know if it was reported yet. He'll have to talk to you later behind the scenes. But Austin M2 picked up something. Some type of technology came in the mail. I'm sure he's working diligently to get that to work to the standards of the group. Good luck with that, Austin M2. I hope you've been putting a lot of time in getting that technology up to speed.
I love it. Wonderful. I love technology.
I'm not going to tell you what it is until he tells us, but he's branching out with technology.
Ooh, that's good. That's
nice.
awful right there. Ariel, good to see you, my friend. Yes, sir. But yes, there is a lot going on. And it does. It just looks like Bitcoin is just going. And listen, not financial advice, right? We all
banner.
Thank you. Tim was already on it. There you go.
The legal team.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a problem anyway. You can't say rocket. You can't say.
You can't even do emoji.
That's right.
I think I was listening to Austin M2 this morning. Don't quote me on who said something negative about Bitcoin, but Austin will have to put it in the space. And Austin was going off.
Oh, they were being.
It was with the SEC guy. I think it was the SEC guy.
Well, there's a bunch of, and listen, there's people that do, the options and the betting against, and
they're just buying it on the back end, just like that Chase guy, Jamie Dimon. Dimon. He says over here, and he goes over there and buys. We all know what's going on.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot going on, and I didn't know if you had something to jump in first, or Tim. I don't want to kind of.
Well, I just want to. It starts off with a little bit of sadness. Somebody passed away. And I'd like to see Ray. I sent that to you but somebody did pass away.
Okay, is it you get me through
your Skype?
Oh, I know, but I got 3 right here.
Yeah,
right?
No, there's 4. I sent you a Skype.
Okay, well, I didn't bring that other one up. Let me put.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know.
Yes.
Okay. I will take a pause. This is very important. It's a very important thing. It's like the 5th thing I sent you, Ray.
I got you. Yeah, this.
Is this yeah.
Can you play that commercial when that stops circling the death?
Well, that's YouTube. You can't help it. Oh,
okay. Oh, you need some sound. It's got to have a little sound.
Let me back it up here.
Ray's got to mute.
I got to mute myself.
Okay. It's 15 seconds.
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's 15 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It's 15 seconds. I want you to
sweet frosting and filling. That's what makes Pop-Tarts such a great snack.
I sure hope we get eaten soon.
We will. I made a sign.
It's working.
Pop-Tarts. Crazy good.
I just want to let you know the creator of Pop-Tarts, he has died in his home. Go ahead, unmute, Ray.
Yeah.
He died in his home at 96. And don't quote me on the time. I think it was 1967. He came out with Pop-Tarts. So really quick, it'll take you 1 minute, guys. In the comments. What was the top 4 flavors? Do not go to Google. Step it up. What were the top 4 flavors, the original 4 flavors of Pop-Tarts? And I want to let you know I'm showing a little bit love.
Well, don't you think you can see it? Don't.
I know, but this is one flavor. It couldn't have been the original. I'm letting you know.
Okay, my bad. I got you. That is. Yes.
There's strawberry for me.
I knew strawberry.
Yeah. This is a Prop-Tart. And then here's another Prop-Tart. There's blueberry. Prop-Tart. Blueberry strawberry. Lou.
There he is.
I just want to let you know, I just kick it up to the man. There was many times I spent a morning. I grew up with, divorced parents. and single family house, and you got Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts or some toast. And sometimes you went with sometimes you took white bread on the outer sides and you put a Pop-Tart in the middle. I'm letting you know that's a great sandwich right there.
It is. There
Pop-Tart sandwich.
you go. What is this? Oh, there you go. What is a prop tart?
That is a Prop-Tart. I'm using this as a prop, and it's a tart. It's called a Prop-Tart. Yes, I'm not eating them. If you notice, they're sealed.
People know you well, FOMO. People know you well.
It's the Krypton Chaos. She just keeps on poking me and make sure I don't die. So she's good with it. So I want to let you know the Pop-Tart person who designed it has passed away at 96. 96 is a long time to live.
Good life.
Yeah,
Good
eating Pop-Tarts. I would like to know if you ate Pop-Tarts every day and what flavors. So
isn't that the shelf life of a Pop-Tart as well?
I think a Pop-Tart,
96 years.
You know what? I do not know, but I will look. And then Ray Alike, can you bring up just in the thing I sent you, what was the 4? It's really interesting what the 4 was.
The 4 on what?
The 4 original Pop-Tarts.
Oh,
Cinnamon. I gotta have a cinnamon one.
Cinnamon was one. Look at this. The shelf life's not that crazy. November 30th, 24.
Yeah, well, they don't. That's You
mean
like
can this
it's like a
survive?
Twinkie, Tomo. It's like a Twinkie.
That's it. It says best if used by. It doesn't say expired. It doesn't really expire. It's best if used by. It'll taste exactly the same in 2034.
I put it in. You can put it in I put it to your Skype.
I know. I see. I pulled the Pop-Tart up, but I don't see the other one there, FOMO.
It's right in the. It's the second or third one.
You have these long links.
I know. I'm sorry. It's before the long link. Right.
Well, all I have is Jerome Powell.
Oh, did I see it right here?
Okay, please.
You know what? It disappeared.
Yes, I know. Thank you, FOMO.
Oh no, there it is. It's in the middle of that. The original Pop-Tart flavors: strawberry, cinnamon sugar, blueberry, and apple currant. First hit store shelves in Cleveland before seeing nationwide beginning in November 1964. Wow. William Post was the businessman who was credited with a significant role in inventing Pop-Tarts, a classic American snack, culturally touchstone with an enticing sweetness and simplicity. He died on Saturday in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He was 96. He was staying in a senior living and eating as much Pop-Tarts as possible. So I'm just sharing that with you guys.
Hey, there's got to be something to that, right?
I'm just letting you know that's what I got for you, ladies and gentlemen. Pop-Tarts.
Well, you had a whole bunch. There's a yo-yo, got this, and then you were going through strawberries. I didn't know if you went through all this. There was a bunch.
Yeah. Birthday
you can see Austin's age because he's got s'mores and pizza and fudge and back then, they. Are
you telling me Pop-Tart has a pizza flavor?
Or not? Because that's ridiculous.
How's that breakfast?
Monster.
And
flavor.
if they put pineapple on it for that 239 guy, that's it.
That's it. What's up, fam?
Good welcome. That's Motivational Josh, aka Motivational Josh.
It is.
Unlike 100%. Apex, aka
Super Gambler, right? Super Gambler, right? There you go.
So that's what I have for you today before we go into the other one.
Yeah.
If you let me know, I can.
No, absolutely. We'll jump right into it because we'll get into the news.
So let's get into the meat. Let's get into the meat, Ray.
Getting into crypto, right? So that's a good shout out. I didn't know that. That's good.
Wait, I got one more. I let John start, but I got one more to go before we jump into the rest of it because we have to check this out.
Okay.
Where's my there? We got to see this number before we start because I know that people want to see this go up.
Good idea.
Right?
18,000.
We're marking that too. We just cracked over 18,049 right there. So pump up those comments and we'll get that going. But
you need to get that stuff moving.
That is moving. That's
our starting point.
When did was it 15 something? Wasn't it last show?
Oh yeah, we're cranking.
That's amazing. Great job, YouTube in the chat. Great job, Mob over in X. Yeah, we're crushing it, man. That's excellent. Thank you for putting it in there.
I put that up there. 18,049. There's our number. We're gonna see where that is in an hour.
That is beautiful. That's right. Love it. So let me get. Did you have?
Tim, would you want to start with Tim?
Or yeah.
Well, I got other stuff, but you go ahead and do it. If you don't fill it, I'll fill in what you don't.
You do it.
Okay, here we go. Let's go back with I got a couple things.
Is that something new? Is that a
no? It's that's right there. But I'm going to go to my different screen and.
What are you showing us, Tim?
I'm getting there because we were talking about this. I'm sharing the screen. There it is.
There it is.
This is a video, but you can see where we're getting close because, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes, and it's going right along with this stock to value ratio. And these are the halvings that go, parabolic right here. And this is 2012 and 2016 and 2020. And then what happens in late April?
Look at the number to the left, ladies and gentlemen. No
What
financial advice, but
That's
hope.
Let's get the banner up before we get in trouble.
That is.
He's hooting.
Can you say Bitcoin is sexy? Is that legal?
I'm
This
sure you
is-
can. Yeah.
That's
Bitcoin is
probably
sexy.
that's financial advice right
I
there.
don't think so. Sexy is financial advice.
Oh yeah,
Bitcoin
trust me,
is
sexy will cost you more money than you've ever spent in your life.
That chart from the 80s.
Beware of sexy.
Why is he saying that chart's from the 1980s?
Windows 98.
Oh, well, he's not. The graphics are a little bit on the weak side.
That's all right. That's the guy. Plan B.
That's not from 1980s. It's right there. It says
I agree, Tim. That next line, look at that. It's going to follow that one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
Of
one.
course. And sometimes it doesn't follow right along, but it does go up and hit the next line. So it might not be April. This is April when it happens, right? So it doesn't exactly follow it straight up. It did back in 2000, the end of 2012. It basically followed that line. But after that, it's like in the red, just on its way up. So, I don't care if it takes a little time, but we know that it's going to end up here, which this line, it's just below the $1 million mark, right?
Yeah.
If you can see that.
Is that legal?
There.
Well, we're not even green yet. It's not even turning green or yellow or it's not
No,
even
it goes blue to red. It
I
goes
know
blue
it's
to
what I'm
red.
saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
It
still
did
in
the
blue.
green already.
Yeah.
And it's done the pre-bull blue. And now it's just going to turn red at some point here, and then it's done, and then it starts to cool off into the golden times.
Right.
But holy cow, we are right on the edge of it, and like we said, the gray line is the math, and these colors are the market. So just beware that something's going to happen here, and I think people know it.
Yeah.
You know when you guys ever watch a Godzilla movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear that, but you don't see him yet.
Yes.
We could call that Godzilla.
This is Godzilla. Bitzilla. This is Bitzilla.
Bitzilla. I'm writing that down. Bitzilla.
Bitzilla.
Here
comes another Twitter handle and another show.
Yeah. Welcome to
Bitzilla
Bitzilla.
show.
Bitzilla show. There you go. I love it.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, I got that one from there. Oh, and here, my real world contribution. The highest priced home ever listed just came on the market in Florida. That is in Florida.
It looks like Marco Island.
It is not Marco Island.
Naples.
It is Gordon Point. Gordon Point. And if you can read that right there, Gordon
Which is
Point.
in Naples.
$295 million.
That's pricey.
Yeah.
How many houses does it have on there? It's got to have.
That's inflation. It's got like 9 lots. It can be split up in 9 different ways. There's these, all 3 of these are on there.
Right.
It's got like 9 acres, so you can split this up a couple different ways. And take a look at that. They got the history of all this going on here.
Wow.
But yeah, that is $295 million. That is
Did you say a
inflation.
financier paying the 1800? He paid $1 million for that. Did you see that? Did I just read that?
Right. In 1985, he paid $1 million for 4.3 acres.
Mm.
It was just a small fishing cottage back then. And and then they amassed some more property and everything like that. But it's crazy. Crazy.
You always tell everybody you're just renting because those rich people that bought it, they died. And now somebody else is going to be living in their house. That's why I tell you, calm down. We're all getting there.
And then my last slide here for you, FOMO, the greed and fear index. That's an old favorite, 76.
It's up there,
coming up to maxing out. And when it hits that when that Bitcoin, that Bitzilla hits the red dots, we're gonna be up here in the green, solidly up here in the green.
Oh,
and what was the highest it's ever been? Has it pegged?
It's been close.
Right.
It's been in this area before, and there's no doubt that by the end of the year, it's going to be way deep in over here.
And the lowest I think it's been is 9, right?
Oh yeah, and that was
Yeah.
only
Just
in the
a
last year.
ago. Yeah,
This just shows you how bipolar these people are in crypto.
that's right. Yes,
And,
it
you
is.
know,
But
with the institutions getting into it, I foresee this never going to 9. Like, it ain't happening.
You can see. There you go. Beautiful
well, there's a
house.
new baseline, but no, but that's an emotional response. It's
Mm.
not. It's not. You
As
know,
we say it, when I visited Ray at his home, there's a sign on the door that says, check your emotions at the door.
Yes.
Ray of Light doesn't like emotions. Stick to the facts. Just calm down.
It is. You do. You can't be. You know,
Calm down. You
Calm
weren't going to sell it today, right? You weren't going to sell it today. It don't matter.
what does it matter?
Sell it. It don't matter. When
It
were you going to
doesn't.
sell it? Never. So don't worry about it. Forget about it. If we
Forget
talk about the housing market, you tell me about this, Tim.
Yeah.
If the housing market just dropped for a minute and all of us lost 50% of our housing market, does it really matter? No, because I wasn't planning on moving anyway.
Mm.
that's right.
I'm not moving. So maybe if I had a ton of wealth, I could pick up another house or two. But I don't need another house. So you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting when you really just break it down. Just
Well,
calm
and you get the craziness, right? When they had the housing crisis in 09
Yeah.
and all that, and
Yeah.
people started getting upside down in their house, and you could
Yeah,
could
because
see.
they were right. They were lending 110%.
I understand. I'm just saying the
I know
psychology.
skin in the game, Ray of Light.
People get a little all like emotions, right? You can't.
I
do
no
that.
emotions. Hashtag's working on that. I'm in therapy about it. Get some
I
emotions.
was in real estate back then, and I'll tell you the story that my best friend, I sold him a house, and in '98 I sold him a house, and so then by the time 2006 comes around, he's like, "Oh, I'm ready to upgrade." He upgrades and gets almost double. He did a lot of work to the house I sold him, but he gets almost double for what he sold, and then got into another house which was even a little bit more than what he sold for. So he was upgrading and hustling and doing a lot of work himself. And then of course that was in '06, and then by '08 he calls me back up and he goes, "I think I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have done this." And I said, "Look, you got great money for," he goes, what do you think your old house would sell for now? Because if you sold it for 500,000, what do you think it's going to go for now? Oh, maybe it went down to 400. So if you had 400, you wouldn't have been spending 800 on the other one. That everything moved in line with each other. So you're happy now, and you're not going to move for the next 20 years. Your kids are going to grow up in this house and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Start
just
thinking
stick
of it as
with
a
it.
home, not an investment. A home.
That's right.
Start buying. You know what I'm saying? Are you
absolutely.
too good? You should have said this. Are you too good for your home?
Oh, you got-
Well, everybody wants to buy low and sell high, and you can't do that when you're going from house to house.
Right.
You when you buy in the first time, you do have some control of what you buy in, and then when you go out, like the Pop-Tart guy, you're out as you're out. You get
Yeah.
carried out. There's no
I like it.
or like these people that have the
Okay, so we're gonna go into this real quick.
Oh, Tim froze up. You all right? It's all
Tim,
good.
you okay?
He's okay.
Tim, you
Oh,
okay?
he's good. He's back. He's got it.
Okay, no, he's still.
But yeah, you got it right, FOMO. This is
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one, Tim. We're cutting you off right now. You're frozen.
he's
So I wanted to get everybody to pay attention to a few things. This is Jerome Powell speaking just last week. I think the date on it was 10 days ago.
Is this the full 6 minutes you want, or what?
Yeah, no, we're going to cut it off when he goes to let him speak. And then as soon as he goes to another person on the show, cut him, we'll come back.
Yeah.
Loud, I want you guys to take a picture. Listen to this. This is very important. You need to pay attention.
Jay Powell issuing a warning about U.S. fiscal policy. He spoke to 60 Minutes in the recent days and unusually are going to pay for our current policies.
No, Ray, don't do this.
In the long run, the U.S. is on an unsustainable fiscal path. The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path. And that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy.
I have the sense this worries you very much.
Over the long run, of course it does. We're borrowing from future generations. It's time for us to get back to putting a priority on fiscal sustainability.
Joining us now, first.
So one of the things, we'll wait till Ray come back. So Ray,
Yeah.
he talks like, yeah, we got a problem long term, but if Congress does something, it'll be fine. But we all know Congress isn't doing anything. They have not changed course. They're spending money like, drunken sailors, and we're having a problem. So there was a video, which I haven't found yet, but a gentleman speaking, when they printed the 80% of the money supply during COVID, 2020 to this, he says they stole, I think it was 1,000 years of production from our American citizens. They stole it.
Hmm.
So it's
Yep.
something to understand. That's why when we talk about Bitcoin, we're just giving you information.
Mhm.
The U.S. is on an unsustainable path. Yeah, can you hit that one too? Where he says what I think he's going to say.
Is this a video too, or
I
no?
want you to read it real quick. I'll read it.
Yeah.
So America is racking up dangerous amounts of debt because of its excessive spending, and future generations are likely, no, they will suffer the consequences. They kind of, what I'm saying, Ray, when we talked about this one time?
Yeah.
I'll just summarize. The U.S. government is on an unsustainable fiscal path. The debt is growing faster than the economy.
Yes.
Fiscal deficits over the past 4 years alone have totaled about $9 trillion, which has helped to more than triple the national debt to a record $34 trillion. They're going to blame it on the pandemic, spurred federal authorities to spend heavily. It's probably time. What's this? This is so powerful. It's probably time or past time to get back to an adult conversation among elected officials about getting the federal government back on a sustainable fiscal path. And the next one?
Yeah.
No, next sentence. The central bank chief expressed deep worry that irresponsible spending today will hurt Americans down the line. They don't speak enough. We're borrowing from future generations. Every generation really should pay for things that it needs. He continued, instead of borrowing and lumping their progeny with interest expenses and the burden of repayment. It really should pay for those things and not hand the bills to our children and grandchildren. So this is something to pay attention to. So when we talk about crypto or we talk about Bitcoin, would we call Bitcoin a hedge against the future?
Against inflation, correct.
It is the hedge against inflation.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, they're just the American economy. If they keep on adding, the deficit is going to be ridiculous. So that's on that one. And you can go to the next one. I think I had a third one.
Yep.
I don't know if there's a video with that. There we go. We just read it. The debt is growing faster than the economy, the Fed chief said. Powell's comments punctuated by caveats that the Fed should be telling Congress what to do. That's not our business. Come as lawmakers wrangle over the possibility of creating a fiscal commission to study spending.
Right.
Like, how ignorant are these people? If your spouse, whoever you are, man, woman, if you guys bring into the household, let's just say $3,000 a year. Let's just call it $3,000 a year. After taxes, you're bringing in $2,200, $2,300. If the credit card bill is $2,700, you have failed to do the job that you're supposed to do. And then if you start making payments with the 28% interest rate, you will get to a point. Now, they did say in one of these, and I don't remember which one, we're getting to the point in the future we will not be able to service the debt.
Right. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's
we need to understand that.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, that's what people have been saying for a while. But that's why I brought up some of those other things. I was talking to you before here with this, just even to the United States. You can't push this kind of technology off, right? The blockchains and what can be happening here in Web3. And then I brought up the rare mineral, the rare mining, right?
The mining in that state.
That's stuff that could really help and get people back to fiscal, like you said, responsibility.
I don't think I gave you anything else.
No, that was it. Yeah, excellent.
Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, we need to pay attention when they're talking to you. Stop letting it go over your head. And then you're going to talk about Bitcoin a little bit. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I'll talk to you about something. I got a text message.
Yep.
I want to bring up, remind me. I want to talk to everybody about the long name is iShares Bitcoin Trust. It's called IBIT. And that is BlackRock's ETF. So I'll talk about that when you're ready. What do you got here?
This is news. We're going to go through news. I got Bitcoin, and yes, I got some crazy stuff. Coinbase. Very, very interesting. This is amazing, everybody. So I've been getting on calls with all kinds of different people. Getting them fired up about AI, what you can do. This is today, right? It's not available. Not available. Hold on, it's not available for everybody yet today, right? But this is ChatGPT, OpenAI just launched this. When we talk about being creative, again, bye Hollywood, right? I'm being serious. It's crazy.
Bye.
This is from words that he just texted in, right? Here it is. Space movie trailer featuring a man wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle
That
helmet.
thing off the screen, I can't see it.
What's that?
You have a chat platform support thing across the screen. That's not me, is it? Oh, it is.
Yes,
me.
you.
Sorry, it was me. What am I looking at? Why am I looking at something on my screen?
Okay, all I'm saying is just take a look. Okay, look.
Space movie trailer.
That's all they put.
Wearing a
That's all
red
he put.
knitted motorcycle. That's all he wrote.
And there you go. Just saying. And there's no music. I'm just telling you what is pop. And like I said, I'm going to go through this.
What?
This is a AI from a little one sentence, right? And do you see where you're going to be able to create whatever you want to create?
Oh yeah, Hollywood is over.
Look at our little guy here, right? He's just getting warmed by a candle. Okay,
Don't touch it.
it's a little monster. Look at him, a little monster,
Baby monster.
right? Look at this in a globe. He's sweeping up in his little snow globe.
What's that called? That's
But look
something-
at the prompts, everybody. It's only 1 or 2 sentences. All right. And these are not 2 or 3 seconds like Pika Labs or, Runway, right? This is just a close up of a woman, with her eyes not blinking, things like that. Here you go. Nice coral reef and things like that going on. Here's a woman, dressed kind of fancy, walking through Japan, right? Just a beautiful ocean view. Look how detailed that is, man.
That's not a real bird.
That's not a real bird.
That's not real?
That's not a real bird.
It looks
Right.
like a real bird.
Look, close-up shot of Victoria crown pigeon showcases its striking blue plumage and red chest.
Wow.
This is again why we're trying. Look at this. Ships battling in a cup of coffee, right? Pirate ships. Imagine if you could say, throw the cannons and then now they're battling. You're going to be able to do anything you want to do in this new type of world. That's going to be also run financially through crypto, right? Blockchains.
Yeah, during the
Web3.
gold rush.
So if you don't understand, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is going to be available to anyone. And if you keep pushing off AI, like you don't need to learn it, anybody, I'm serious, you're in this field, I don't know what to tell you, right? Anybody is going to be able to do this. And that's the point for that. It's kind of crazy, right? So not sure the timing, but look at that. That was just today. They Opus AI tweeted that today. Another one, just safety reasons here. Fake Curve Finance. If anybody remembers us back in the OG days, we were on Curve. We were on there. One of our DeFi. They're right there, right? You'll recognize that logo, right? But somebody created a fake Curve. You can see, look, one thing that you look at, they got 9 ratings, right? This is a pretty substantial type project. Wouldn't have just 9 ratings, okay? That's fake, right? And it's on the Apple App Store. Not anymore. They found out it's fake. Just kept telling you, be aware, right? You can't just go, just because, oh, look, this is Apple Store. This is it. This has to be it. Go to the official channels. That's where you go and look up a MetaMask, anything like that. Just touching on things, right? There's a lot of stuff. Here's something. It's good. You're going to love this, FOMO and Tim, right? You know Elizabeth Warren. She's your favorite. FOMO, it's your FOMO. She is your favorite. All right.
She is my favorite.
Elizabeth Warren signs a certificate to honor Bitcoin, the creator Satoshi Nakamoto, with a ceremonial flag flying. Americans are grateful, forever grateful for Bitcoin. So something happened. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Didn't 2 weeks ago she said it's for,
Yes,
thieves and criminals and the money laundering?
that is correct. Yes, that is correct.
And now she's flying the flag for Satoshi Nakamoto.
Somebody said, "Come into my office."
Yes.
Right?
No,
I mean,
so a couple of people in black suits went to her office. I'm just letting you know, the president doesn't really run the country. It's the black suits that do. We all know it. So,
Now we're getting shut down.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't say that. He's joking. We need
Night,
a banner
everybody.
on those banners.
Oh, let's
We need one of
go.
those banners.
Elizabeth Warren, you're my favorite.
That's
Look at that flag.
But anyway, there's more to that too. You can get into it, but my goodness, come on. I mean,
That's a good stamp. We should have one of those stamps.
yeah. Look at look at Steve. It is. I'm sure it's crazy, but that is. It's so funny because that's a complete reversal. Exactly right. Craziness. Right.
So it's called a 180. Don't say.
Well, my
360.
question on that is, did he show up to the flag raising?
Yeah. Look.
Oh, look, that's
right.
a good
Hey.
photo right there.
Hey,
I think she.
Good.
I think that's what she was trying to bait him out, to get him out to come, so she could meet him, and then he'd be outed. That's what she was trying to do.
There you go. Or it's election. I don't know. Is it for her? I'm not sure. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe somebody's going to donate a little bit.
but either or, there's all kinds of. This is what it was. This is the ceremony. All these things, like
Wow, look at that, signed and everything.
But yes, there you go. Something for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to be something. I don't know.
It possibly be. There's no guarantee. Good outlook.
Big shout out to Steve. As like I said, Steve sent me the other one. Steve, I couldn't use. It was too much with the commercials, and it was bogging things down. So I appreciate it.
Bogging.
So here you go. Bitcoin peaked at 52,858, and it's still bouncing around there. I think we're still. I don't even know. I don't even look. But anyways, I won't kind of.
Don't look. Don't worry about it.
Still around 52, right? Monthly gains 24.3%, right? But here's this exchange flows that we're talking about. Investors shifted 1.6 billion in Bitcoin into long-term storage, and I want to show you that chart. Look at this, right? This is the chart. Okay, this is price. This black line. This is exchange reserves, right? Reserves are leaving. They're leaving quickly as this price keeps pumping, and that's what I'm saying. We've been talking about. A lot of people know this, right? There is going to be, Tim, you talked about it a couple shows ago. There is going to be a big supply shock, right? And this inflow of money coming into these ETFs.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
Keep going. Sorry, I got a picture to show you after that.
Yeah, please. But yeah, I was just showing you. This is real, everybody. These are leaving, right? There is no Bitcoin. They're going into storage, right? Other than, like I said, I got things on Coinbase later, but man, it's so crazy how this can get very quickly. It could get a little wild, right? Look at this. Here it is. All store video. They are, man. It's crazy. Red XP. It's kind of crazy. But did you have something, or you want to keep going?
It's a big Bitcoin picture. Wait, keep going.
Okay.
I'll jump in.
Because it is. I'm going to ETH now. Ether.
Talk about Bitcoin then.
ETH. And I'm going back to Bitcoin after this. I got a whole thing on Bitcoin. Staking deposits touch 85 billion. 25% of the circulating supply is now being locked up for ETH, right?
Kidding me? 25% of the circulating supply is going to be locked.
Is we locked up into these?
Where are they locking it? Lock it up. Lock it.
Proof of stake. There, FOMO. You get rewards. Why would you hold your ETH in your wallet?
You're right. You got to be an idiot. Lock it up.
You could stake it and earn rewards.
Now, how long do you stake it for, and who you?
It's up to like Coinbase. You can do it in and out. But if you're real staking, it's something like 2 to 3 years, right?
Okay.
Right.
And
there are some things that you need to do, right? But here it is. Total amount staked Ether in the beacon chain has reached 30,206,801 ETH. That's 85.
Said to stake it to become a validator. What do you need?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's
ETH from my memory.
32. Tim was right. It was
32.
I keep saying 33. Right.
32.
Yes.
Pretty impressive.
And that's how many validators are. 943,974 people are active validators, or companies. I'm sure that they don't have to all be people, but there you go. I'm just saying, this is what everybody's not understanding, because it's going to flip over to this token soon. All that FOMO, all that craziness, all of that, right? And then now, like, if you have something, Tim, you might want to do it now, because now I'm going to get into why we think this Omega candle is coming, right? This is kind of going to get ridiculous. We're going to kind of pause in between this guy. If you never heard of the British hodler, okay, there you go.
There it is. That was the one I stole. Wall Street ETFs are buying 12.5 times more Bitcoin per day than the network can produce.
Yes.
12.5 times more. So there's your supply. It's gonna dry up. They're sopping up everything they can get their hands on, and it's only a matter of time before they're not controlling it all. But the hodlers are gonna hodl, and there's not gonna be much left on the street for people to play with, and that's when they're gonna have to go to the ETFs, and they're gonna set the price, which is gonna be the God candle, whatever we're talking about there.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. And
Um,
this guy talks about it. The one I just had. I mean, there's a couple of videos that we're going to go through. They're going to talk about this. This is this guy. And
then
again,
you mentioned that at the beginning, right? That
yeah.
that because at 51 it crossed 1 trillion.
hmm look, I'll show you. I got that. We're going to talk
Good.
about it. Right.
All right, you're on.
Big deal. It's big. I mean, all of this is all big deals, man. But let me mute this. Let me mute myself. And we'll pause between and discuss. But straight up, this guy, super FOMO guy. Okay. He's Mr. FOMO for Bitcoin. Okay.
Is he a FOMO head? Is he
He's
Captain FOMO head?
Hey, it is a FOMO head. I think he's definitely a FOMO head. So hold on. There we go.
Michael Saylor.
No, close.
BlackRock and
yeah.
Fidelity haven't even started selling Bitcoin to their clients yet. If you think that by now BlackRock and Fidelity have got all their monkeys on the phone selling Bitcoin to people, it's just completely wrong. Why? We have to go through this staging process. They have to create evidence for the sale. They have to create marketing taglines. They have to create things to allow them to sell the product more effectively. That hasn't happened yet. Now it's about to start to happen. Now you're starting to see the price move up. Now you're starting to see capital get allocated. Now you're starting to, prices at 51,800, touched 52 today. Now you're going to start seeing that selling process start to take place. Up until now, it hasn't happened yet, right? But now, just 5 weeks after a product launch, look at how many marketing taglines they have, right? It's the fastest growing ETF in history. Forget in Bitcoin or anything else. Fastest growing ETF in history. By the way, it's not only the fastest growing ETF for the asset class in history, every provider that has launched a Bitcoin ETF has had the fastest growing ETF that asset manager has ever launched in the last 5 weeks. You got $6 billion of capital rotation that's happened, and it's gone off without a hitch. That's very valuable to asset managers because they can understand when they call people up, okay, if you want to put in $1 billion, we can get you safely into this market without affecting liquidity or anything like that in the market, or without driving the price up like crazy, et cetera, et cetera. This is what is a really, really good tool and a really, really good marketing thing to say to people when you're on the phone. We're up 7% already from the ETF launch day on this asset. Just to put that into perspective, Larry Fink's ESG products are compounding at like 5.6% over the last 5 to 10 years. So we're already beating that already in the first 5 weeks. We already have the halving, which is less than 60 trading sessions away. So you put all of that together, and here's how the phone call works. Ring, ring, and the client picks up. Hello? Hey, this is BlackRock. Larry wants me to tell you about a new product that we launched. By the way, fastest growing ETF that we've ever launched. We think it's a hedge to your portfolio. We think that it's going to perform quite well. It's performed 70% CAGR over the last 10 years. So if we get you a 1% allocation over the next 5 years, you're looking at that 1% growing to 14%. And overall, Larry wants me to get you in a 1% allocation. The client goes, okay.
You see, and that's kind of like I said, because they're talking to the normies, right? This is
Right.
They don't even have to get, when we talk about even the app, but with our game and what we do, hey, download the app, scan, get on my team, right? It's same thing, but now, it's kind of crazy. They got all these talking points, and it just like he did the call. That's very simple, right? It's it's wild, right? We've been talking about how, there's going to be an army of these people on the phones pushing this. We've never had this in this space, and it could get crazy. It get wild, man. All right. No?
And just a reminder, I talked to you guys earlier about the banks are fearing Bitcoin. The banks are seeing more exodus of fiat going into these funds than ever before.
Yeah.
And they're not even talking about it. That's one thing that I've been saying. Hey, There's barely going to be any cash. Everybody wants a piece of Bitcoin. What do you have invested? I'll sell that, sell this, give me Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And 1% is nothing. Nobody who's a normie and has whatever invested, when they say 1%, they don't care.
Right.
Sure,
Well,
1%. Should I do 5?
1%. Yeah, I was going to say 1% just is the phone call.
Starting,
It's the,
right.
you know, because once they start rattling off those numbers, somebody is going to go 1%. Well, they're going to go, well, what's the cap? Are you going to let me go 10%?
Right.
And then they'll go, oh, well, this is not financial advice, but I am your financial advisor, so I wouldn't go over 10%. Let me take your trading fee money. I mean, let me help you invest it.
Let me take your trading fee.
See you later. And hangs up. While the BlackRock guys, oh, by the way, the asset, hello. By the way, the asset is Bitcoin. Nobody gives a shit. What they care about is fastest growing ETF launch in history, 70% CAGR over the last 10 years, 1% growing to 14.2% over the next 5 years. Larry Fink is behind it. Yes, get me an allocation. They needed these things to start selling the asset, to start coaching their advisors. They needed all of these things. And then you add in the halving coming up in less than 60 days. You add in the fact that you got almost $1 billion of liquidity between BlackRock and Fidelity as the new ETFs on a daily basis, or $1 billion of volume going on. There is so much that was taking time to actually get into place to start selling this thing. And now they're going to start selling it. They haven't even been selling this thing up till now, and the price has rocketed up 20% in a week. What do you think happens when they actually start selling it? What do you think happens when they get on the phone and start running out all of these metrics that have happened over the last 5 weeks? We have not even touched the surface of what begins here, and everyone's excited about price, and I get that, but it's not exciting. Bull markets take off once we breach the all-time high, right? And based on what's going on right now, if the last 4 or 5 days worth of flows continue, within 15 trading sessions, we'll be at an all-time high, right? Even though I've been saying that the price could go up like this, seeing the price go up $2,000 a day is terrifying because of the inflows that are coming in. And by the way, we've not reached asset saturation yet. So what that means is they haven't even got their 1% allocation. So they're sitting there trying to get to a 1% allocation, which means that capital flow is not going to stop. And by the way, it requires $100 billion of purchases to get to a 1% allocation. So nothing started yet. Yes, the price is exciting, and I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for me, and I'm happy for everyone else, but nothing's even started yet. This is not exciting at this point. What you should be focusing on is realizing how many marketing tips or marketing points have stacked up for BlackRock. And the conversation is going to be so simple. It's going to be 1% allocation, 1% of that, 1% of your portfolio will grow to 14.2% projected over the next 5 years based on the assets performance of the last 10 years. And Larry Fink is behind it and wants you to get a 1% allocation. Okay, bye. By the way, what's the asset? Nobody cares. That's the market we're here with right now. So get excited, get strapped in, because if these inflows continue for the next 15 days, you are looking at a new all-time high. And by the way, it's net inflows. It's net inflows, not gross inflows. So if the net inflows continue, right, so everyone said, oh, what about yesterday? The price went.
We get it. I'm just saying. He goes on because he's hype. He's hype. He's all about it. And yeah, I mean, all that makes sense. It's just wild, man. The more we get into this, and again, what is this? It's not even part of the deal. Then like this is what you were talking about, Tim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin is hit the top 10, right? Of top assets by market cap. So we're in the top 10 now, right? Hit the $1 trillion market cap, just past Berkshire Hathaway, right? And now you're coming up on, Meta, Silver, and then Amazon's a little bit further reach, right? But I mean, this is what everybody kind of, says it's going to, kind of be a replacement for. We'll see. But the cool thing is I got this next chart, right? That
Ray, I'll go back to the other chart.
Yeah.
And just tell me, it's probably not even there, but is MicroStrategies on that list somewhere?
I don't think so. I mean, there's ETH. Yeah, all of a sudden he's going to rock it up here, man.
He's going to, wherever he is, he's going to climb like you wouldn't believe because he's tied to Bitcoin in such a huge way.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
So,
You're not even there.
It's not even there. Is that number 100?
Yeah.
All the way down? You went to 100 and he's not on that list.
Nope.
Wow. That is amazing right there. That's not financial advice. Do not go buy MicroStrategies because I said that name.
Right.
It's not me. You didn't get that idea from me.
But either or, the market cap, I don't know where he's at. There's 138 billion down there. That's nothing to sneeze at. Right? I don't know. I don't know where he's at. I know he's got a lot of Bitcoin. He's the biggest holder, right?
200,000 Bitcoin.
It's crazy, right?
200,000 Bitcoin he has. BlackRock ETF has 45,000.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 200,000.
Right. Yeah.
Again,
insane.
You didn't hear that from me.
It is. It's insane. But this is what I was looking at too. This is what recently with gold happened, right? And I'm going to go all the way out. You can hit 5 years, right? It's done well in 5 years, but it's nothing. What you're seeing, and I hope I don't know if I have it. Yeah, I do. This next slide, you're literally seeing it visually now. Is people are leaving gold for Bitcoin, and that's what this slide shows you, right? Investors are dumping gold for Bitcoin since spot Bitcoin ETFs were launched. Gold ETFs have in aggregate seen almost 2 billion in net outflows, while Bitcoin ETFs have seen these inflows. So this is what you're seeing. Bitcoin, right? Not obviously we're not saying it's completely everything, back and forth going out, but going down, gold, Bitcoin going up of these inflows, right? It's kind of crazy.
You got to think that if that guy's talking about the phone call that Larry Fink's guys are making, right? We want 1% to go there. Well, 1%, take 1%. The 1% has to come from somewhere. So take a little bit of my, loser stocks or whatever, or you're saying this is digital gold. Take some of my digital gold and put it, my real gold, and put it over there. Take some of my, maybe you don't want to do Apple or whatever, or something that's losing money, some airplane stock or something else that you don't want anymore. You go dump that and put it into Bitcoin because you say my return is going to be so much better.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, Peter Schiff, old man yells at Bitcoin. It's wild, man. I don't know. And then this is another hype man. I mean, this is like a little long. We won't listen to the whole thing, but then my man here is super hype. Just listen to his points of what he's trying to say. This is the guy, he talks about the Omega candle, right? And it's right down here. You see Omega candles in Bitcoin. And he's talking about several in a row, right? Because you can get ridiculous with this, and it's just numbers, man. So let me mute myself. And let's see here. On here.
It's a 100K green candle on the daily, and this is what happened after a God candle, which is 10K. Okay. So the God candle has been talked about in trading circles for some time, but I figure with the advent of the ETFs and this massive change in the macroeconomic landscape, it's time for a bigger candle to measure. And I like the term Omega because you can quantify it. Like a 2 Omega day would be a 200K candle, or a 3 Omega, kind of like you measure earthquakes on the Richter scale, right? That's like a magnitude 6, right? So I think we both agree that 1 million is an inevitability for Bitcoin, just simply because we're printing and have printed so much money. Debt is through the roof. So we're going to hit some point at which either they lower the rates or the money dies. But I mean, both are going to mean Bitcoin's going to go up. So it doesn't really matter. It's an eventuality because the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin fiat price, is a factor of a fiat clown world. And there is no max for fiat clown world. There's just burr. So 1 million, 10 million, we see it all the time. If you look at like if you look at the Turkish lira charts, Turkish lira, TRY, USDT, they already almost have Omega candles there. So you have like days where it goes up 80,000 Turkish lira or 90,000 Turkish lira. So it's not really impossible because the money is broken. So anything can happen. Now, my thesis is that we're going to see it before the halving, which is in the next 2 months or so. I did I talked to someone on Twitter and they said put a date. So I said okay. I said days to weeks it'll happen. So this means we'll shoot up over the course of weeks at least 10 omegas to reach 1 million, right? So I just said okay, well, let's just say ETF approval date. So that would mean 7 weeks after that. So sometime late February. But I think that's not going to hit now because of all the grayscale selling. But I still think when it starts, it's just going to ramp up really quickly and just go vertical. And this is because of a number of effects at play. You have a multiplier effect. Bank of America had it in a previous report that it was 118 times. So every dollar that goes into Bitcoin boosts the market cap by $118. And then you have the Veblen effect, which is as something becomes more valuable, people want more of it. And we see this from time and time again. When Bitcoin is at all-time high or close to all-time highs, people start calling you and say, hey, Walker, well, tell me about this Bitcoin thing and how do I get some? But they never will call you up when Bitcoin's at 15K. Like, Walker, it just tanked to 15K. How do I get some? Not possible, right? So yeah, when we start going up to like 100K, that's when people start going crazy. At 200K, they go even crazier. And then somewhere between 250 to 500 is the Veblen threshold, where we kind of cross into gold AUM. And at that point, it's just, you don't even need to think about it anymore. You just need Bitcoin because it's the global reserve asset. It's the new gold. And I think that will demonetize gold and gold will go down, but it'll keep going up. And as it keeps going up, you have price insensitive buyers because the shrimps, the plebs, whatever, they're always stacking, always DCAing. Then you have big anchoring entities like MicroStrategy and Tether that will also keep buying because they've already decided that we're going to allocate a portion of our profits to buy Bitcoin. And then you have nation states also. So it just probably won't come down once it hits that threshold, and it'll just keep going up. So 1 million will happen very quickly. And the Max Payne theory or the chaos theory is that the most painful outcome for the most number of people and the most chaotic outcome is probably what's going to happen. So that means it's just going to shoot up and to hit that 1 million mark. And a lot of people will miss that boat. Like we talked about earlier, it won't be transformative for a lot of these countries anymore because you're ready. When you're accumulating for your reserves, you're taking what little fiat you have or gold you have and converting it to Bitcoin at $1 million per BTC. It's not going to change much. So that's the most painful outcome, I think, for that group. But yeah, all of these effects, you have the ETF demand, which is thousands of coins a day, and then the halving coming up in less than 3 months, like what, 8 weeks now? Mm-hmm. That's going to have the supply produced to 450 a day. So you're already multiples of times over the production. And yes, people like to say some will sell, but those that sell will probably end up buying in higher because it just keeps going up. So all of this put together means, in my view, 1 million candle in a very short time frame once it starts picking up on the upward trajectory.
I appreciate.
Yeah, he appreciates. Oh, there we go. But yes, kind of wild, and it's also off of what he's talking about, that the money system is broken, right? I think that's what you've been saying too, FOMO, right? I mean, that's
100%. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm just letting you know, in my opinion, this island that we're sitting on is sinking, and you better find another island to hop on. And you just have to pay attention. Yeah, the dollar is not buying what it used to buy.
Right.
It's not going up like Bitcoin's going to be going up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? Like I said, imagine you invest $100,000 in Bitcoin and it goes to $1 million.
That would be
10
wild.
times your money.
Yes.
You can't do that with fiat. So it's an interesting concept.
Well, that's why we've been talking several times about just savings, right? It's hard. Why would you have a savings account when it's sitting there and is devaluing itself, and that's not going to do anything for you, right?
And like we were talking about, this is the opportunity for the middle class to catch up.
Yes.
This is the catch-up candle. We'll call it the catch-up candle.
And the millennials and the Gen Zs, man, they can't even buy a house.
Right. You want to buy a house? Get some Bitcoin first.
Yeah, I won't play the whole thing, but it's like inflation dance.
Why is everything so damn expensive?
That's what he's talking about. Right?
Yeah.
They're struggling, the young folks, man. Because I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, that's what he's talking about with the Turkish lira. That's what happens with money.
I told you with money that we might have in the future. I'm thinking of getting a time machine. Do you remember those pieces of paper that they were throwing away with the Bitcoin addresses on them?
Yes.
I'm gonna go get a sweeper and just sweep
How
that.
crazy is that, FOMO? They used
Come
to,
on,
right?
like,
They
dude,
used
I got 1,000 Bitcoin in a thing.
Yeah.
1,000, 2,000. I just swept up everything. Actually, I volunteered. I knew they were going to throw them away, so I just took everything with me.
There you go. I know. It's wild, man. I mean, we'll see, but I'm down. I think like what these guys are talking about, I don't think everybody realizes, and we've been saying that we think it's a little different. Again, who knows? It could pull back all the way down to like 28 again or 25, right? No
But
one
were you
knows.
going to sell it anyway? No. So
No.
don't worry about it.
Well, again, that's what's fun. Again, people, there was a time just a year and a half, 2 years ago, it was down to 15, and nobody was saying anything, right?
But
And
if
again,
it went down to 15 today, I might buy some.
in one day, huh? There
I
you
might
go.
buy something.
Yeah, you might, and that's the point. And it's just people and their emotions. They get too kind of wound up into this thing where price goes up, money go up, numbers go up, and numbers go down too. You got to understand that's what this. When people they buy, it goes up. They sell, it goes down. That's literally what's happening, right? That's how it goes.
Don't
So
panic. You're not going to sell it anyway. Relax.
it is.
They say in the roller coaster genre, enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride, and you should, and not just enjoy the ride. You should participate, right?
Yes.
You should get and be a part of. That's why we keep trying to, I try to show you things like what's going on with AI and all of these different tools and how it's just going to make you much more, just your workload. You could do a lot now, and you really couldn't before doing all these different things. Making videos used to take me 2-3 weeks. Now I can do 1.5 a day, right? It's really amazing, and you need to really need to start paying attention. And it's just a wild world out there. Now I don't want to, because it's probably longer. My next one, maybe I might do this tomorrow because it's very interesting. We got to talk about it. But it's this attorney. He's an attorney. It's called Meta Lawman, and he used to be an attorney for Wall Street. A lot of those big wigs. But all of a sudden, he got into being a big crypto, Bitcoin, kind of legalese, right? And it's all because of your guy, Jamie Dimon, right? He fired him up because he told him it's all a Ponzi scheme. Well, he dug into everything, right? He dug into legally why, not even close, right? But the big point is, and like I said, we'll wait for tomorrow. But the big point in this is he goes through the whole legal thing of what the SEC is trying to do with Coinbase and Ripple, right? It's ridiculous what they're trying to do. And there's one awesome video in here, and it's talking about our laws here in the U.S. have always been this way. You can't change a law or just say all of a sudden something's a security when nobody knew it was a security, right? And now people are going to be held accountable. Some people are going to jail. All these different kind of crazy things. You can't do that. And like I said, it's a good thing because this is another great 20-30 minutes. So I think I'm going to push it back till tomorrow. So we'll talk about it right when we jump off tomorrow. I'm going to talk about this Coinbase thing because it's, like I said, it's great. And just in general, Coinbase shares have surged. It's crushing it on Wall Street because again, people are starting to see they're going to win their case. And that's what I mean. That's why I'm going to go through this whole thing because they will. And, can't say obviously 100%, but it's definitely looking that way. It's kind of wild. Right. So yeah, their stocks and everything. And also obviously their custody of a lot of these ETFs, and they're working with that. Right. So there's a lot of good things with Coinbase. And again, they're fighting, right? They're fighting the whole SEC and taking them on. So I do want to talk about that, but we'll wait on another day, right? Very cool, right? Did you have something else to add to, or no, Tim? Oh, guess not.
Yeah, he's having internet problems.
He is. Well, he's up in the snowstorm, right?
He's shoveling snow. He was
Hey, let
telling
me get that. Yeah, thank you, Apex. Appreciate it, brother. Hey, get the likes. Yes, please. It's we got four. We got
5 more likes, fans. 5 more.
Yeah, two times, double the SoFi, right? And he's got five more. So yes, pump it up for us, right? And let's
Apex
get going.
is telling me, watch this. Apex is saying we're not leaving until 30 likes.
Yeah, come on. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
What? You got one?
No, he said we're not leaving until we get 30 likes. Watch this. That's my
like
email. Let's go.
Did you like it, Fumble? I liked it.
Yo, do me a favor. When I'm on my phone, how do I like it when I'm on my phone? I can't like it when I'm in here.
Well, you lower it and then you click on the video. I mean, you have to, and then you just
I load it on my phone.
Yeah, it's all good. No worries.
Hold on 1 second. I want to get us up to that.
But yes, get it out there, pump it up. That's what we try to do on this channel. I'm not out here running ads or anything. I do this for the community, right? Try to give us some love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hear you, Apex. Appreciate it.
Hey, help out a guy who doesn't know too much. What site do I go to watch the video?
YouTube.
Is it YouTube?
Yeah. What is it? What is it you say, FOMO? Help me, help you, help me.
Link in the top of the show.
Hold on, I gotta pull it up. I got the. Hold on, I gotta put in. Let me see here. Monster.
Hey,
what? Hey, there you go. He's out again. He's in and out. It's in and out. It's all good. Here he is. I'm popping it up, getting it in there. SoFi score. Checking it out. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about, chat. There we go. We must have hit the 40 likes. Like, that's awesome. Appreciate it. 18,087. I love it. Awesome. SoFi is ripping. There we go. Talking about it. Thank you, Web3 Wise Guys. Yes, thank you for providing us great info every night. We try to. Night out. Thank you. And everybody else that does all the amazing content. Appreciate you. Right? Hey,
how many likes do we need to get up to?
40. You got to lower it now.
Okay, I did lower it. Guys, it's at 37. We got 3 more to go. Come on.
That's why you got to get this. I mean, it'll start ripping even after we close down the show. You got to get it going, right?
Got to get it. 3 more. Call your friends.
Hit the like button. We want the SoFi score pumping, right? Come on. Right there.
Looking at me, putting up the phone. What is that called? Is
That's
that called a paradigm shift?
Yeah, no. What do they call that movie? What is that?
I don't know.
The one with the, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all good.
Okay, love you long time.
After we, here we go. Hold on. Here we're happening on Telegram. Oh, wrap it up here. Call hap. Oh, all right. Look at that. It's alpha right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Call hap. Did you see? I don't know. Is that? Let me know. Is that? Should be Inception. Thank you, Red XP. I love it. There you go. Inception. Okay. Look here. Little alpha right there. That's why you got to get in that Telegram. If you're not in there, that is the alpha place. And that's what I'm saying. You're hearing some stuff right there. After we wrap it up, going on Telegram. No X mobbing tonight. Hanging out in the Telegram. Love it. Little new space hanging out there with all the lightning bolts. You know what I mean?
Like it. Love it.
Love it.
Well, 708 Ray. Can I get pump it up and then we're out?
Yeah, you want to pump it up? Can't use the different one? You don't like the other one?
You like. Do the other one. Do the rocket ship. Do the plane.
I got
the submarine. Whatever you want, brother.
Ready? Pumping. Here we go. And got that one too, right? Here's this one.
Man, that guy is just so funny.
I love Peter Schiff. Hey, you know what's funny, Tim? And when we do on YouTube, after we close down this show, YouTube pulls in so you can buy that song. right? Hey, find it, and then you can go in our description. You can find it and buy it. There you go.
I love that.
It's funny. YouTube
Nice.
is
Good for them.
is that it is that they do a lot now, right? So let me see. Got any last questions? There we go. Oh, there you go. Deb's dancing.
Moving 18231. 18231.
Web3 social network blockchain. That's what I'm talking about. Good to see you, Steve. Yes, sir. Here we go. Lightning mobbing in the Telegram. Again, everybody watching, make sure you hit into the Telegram. And there we go. SoFi score ripping again. Appreciate it all, everybody. And there you
Just
go.
so you know, there's 42 people watching. We got 37 likes. Let's rock and roll.
Well, it is. That's good. Right on. Love it. Keep it going. But
42 viewers. Beautiful.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody.
Thank you guys. Timmy, Ray, it's been fun.
It has been fun.
I'm going to lay down. I'm tired.
Oh, you're tired. Take a nap.
I'm going to take a nap, man. I need some nap time.
Well, we'll see. Everybody, jump into Telegram. It's ripping over there. It's good stuff. A lot of alpha. You got to get in there, right? Thank you.
Love you.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.